Hello friends, welcome to Web Design for course. In this tutorial, we're going to make a responsive website page. It's usable on the mobile apps, iPads, and devices, and desktop devices. So we're going to design this navigation bar. It's changeable, and we change the scale of this page. It will be changed to this shape, and we are going to click on this button. This page will be appears right here, and the second part of this we're going to make a vertical bar which is located inside right here, the right of this page. Inside this vertical bar, we can add social icons right here, you can see, and we're going to design this pagination, this notification for our website page, the next page and the previous page. You can click and we can see right here pagination. We can design this one by JavaScript and CS file and JavaScript and HTML file. So we're going to come back to the next page or come back to the previous page. We just click on the previous button or the next button. We come back to the next page or the previous page just by this by clicking on these buttons. So right here we can see these campus files. We just designed this one by JavaScript and CS file. So right here we can design the box icons. We can add this one. You can see this one. So you can see right here we can make this video box right here. It's just possible to design by JavaScript and with CS file. So right here we on the button, on the watch button, we can click and we can see it right here. It can be displayed inside this page. Let's come back to the next this video. For example, this video box, we can see if you watch, we can click right here, we can see this video as this one. So we can add video and make its cover. It's a video cover right here. You can see this is the video cover of this video box. You can see design navigation for example right here. We can click and you can see it's video, and if we are going to watch right here, we can click just can watch inside this page. So thanks for watching, thanks for helping. Please subscribe to my channel and see you the next time. So let's get started and make a number which would be usable on the mobile apps and for desktop. So inside the index.html, we have got the basic codes doc.type HTML, and we can call this by this web design. And now we can link this HTML file with CSS. We have got CS file by name is file.css. We can link to the HTML file with CSS. So now we're going to make a hero section. For this one, we have got .hero. We can write down the hero. Inside this div, we are going to make a nav bar. For creating the nav bar, we can write down nav-bar like this. And inside this we are going to create and add the logo and image as a logo and as logo of this nav bar. So for creating the nav logo, we've got nav-logo, and inside this div we can add some image. We have got a tag element is number, and inside this div each tag element we are going to add image as the image img, source zip file. Inside is a folder we have got logo file. We have got this logo as png file gpg format. So now we are going to add a title. By for this we can add the title each 4 element For example, we can write down university. We've got this title. So now inside under this development, we are going to add nav links. For this one, we have got dot nav hyphen links and id is equal. We can write down id should be nav links like this one. So inside this nav link, we are going to add and make it title and a nav title. For this one, we just can add img files inside this folder as image folder. We have got this logo button close as png. So now we should delete this one and go ahead. We will talk about this one. So go ahead and inside under this one right here, we can write down ul element. We have got this ul element, and inside this we have got a tag element li, and inside the tag element we have got li element. Now we are going to make a title bar. The first one is a home. We can duplicate this one as a photo title, as a menu bar title. We can call the second one by the name of about, and the third one we can name this one by the name of news, and the last one we can call this one by the name of online book. So under this div element, ul element, we are going to make a button. For this one we have got a button, and inside this we can write down sign up, and we can write down type should be equal button. We have got this button, and we can write down class should be as btn. So right here we can write down on click. We can copy this one. On click should be close menu, and right here under this div element we just can copy and paste right here, and right click should be show menu. For this one can write down open the bracket and close the bracket, and right here we can write down like this one. We can just change to show menu. We can write down here, right here, show menu for. So now we should go ahead inside install.cs. So we have got the padding should be 0 and margin space should be 0 and font family should this one, and now we can copy this hero. We should format this and design this hero by CS file. We can copy and dot hero open paste 0, and now we should select its height space. Its height size should be around 100 which and then select its background color. So background color should be background. We have got the background image. We can design it linear gradient. We can select RGB and open the set. When open the bracket, we can select this color. Also, background position should be center. Background size should be cover and overflow from X. We can select the heading, and position should be for this one. We can select its position as should be relative, and go ahead. We can write down dot. We have got nav bar. We should design this nav bar right here. We have got nav bar. We can format this nav bar and copy and paste right here. Open the set. Right now we can select its display should be flex, and then we can select its padding space. Its padding space from the left. We can select around 40 pixel and 120 pixel from the right, and then we can go ahead. We have got right here. We have got nav logo right here inside the HTML file. We can format this nav logo right now we can copy this one and paste inside the CSS file. We can select as width scale around 135 pixel, and go ahead. We have got nav logo for nav links. Excuse me for that. We have got nav logo. We can nav links. We have got nav links. We can copy. Then we have got nav links and copy this nav links from the HTML file. We can paste right here, and now open the set. Inside this set, we can select its Felix should be 1, and go ahead. I've got the nav links UL. We can copy these nav links and then paste right here. We have got nav links UL. Open the set for this one, and nav links margin from the left. We can select margin from the left. Space should be 50 pixel, and go ahead. You can select display should be inline, like this one. So right here we can paste nav links UL allow. Open the set, and right now we can select its list style should be none. We can select its list style as none, and display we can select inline block like this one, and we can select its padding space from the top, from the left, and from the right. We can select its padding space from the left around 8 pixel, and from the left we can select its padding space around 25 pixel for this one, and go ahead. We can paste right it's again, and you can write down UL li tag element, and now open the set. For this we can select the format this tag element. We can select its color. This color should be this color as white color, and text decoration. For its decoration we can select its decoration should be none, and can go ahead and we can select the font size. We can select this font size should be 13 pixel for this one. So we can go ahead and right now we can write down nav links li. We can copy this nav links ULLI, and right now can paste here right here li code. After we can select this one. So now we can select its content should be blank space, and we can select its width size around its size should be 0, and the height size should be around 2 pixel for this one, and we can select its background color. Its background color should be around yellow. We can select this such color, and can go ahead. We can select this display should be black, and margin space should be auto, and transition should be 0.5 second. We can select this one, and now we can paste the ULLI, and we can quote hover should be hover, and double quote. After this one we can select after open the set. We can select its width size should be around 100% for this one, and we can go ahead, and now we can design nav logo. We have got nav logo. We can select its nav logo. Right here we have got nav logo, and we are going to design this nav logo image. We have got the nav logo, and we can copy this and paste inside this file .nav logo, and we have got img. Open the set for this one, and border space should be border radius. We can select its border radius should be around to 50% for this one. Take a look inside the HTML file. You have got the button right here, and we are going to design this button. We have got the button inside our website page. You can copy this one, and now we come back to the CSS file and write down .btn, open the set, padding space should be 10 pixel and 20 pixel, and go ahead. We can select border should be 0, and then we can select its background color. Should be, we can select this background should be yellow, this color, and then we can select this font weight. We have got the font weight should be around should be bold, and cursor, we can select cursor should be point. Take a look right here. We have got nav links, and we can copy this one and paste right here. After that, we have got the .btn. We are going to design this one. And open the set. We can select its float. We can select its float should be at the right of this page. We can select its position. So go ahead now. We're going to design this page scroll just by writing down, for example, at media. Open the bracket. This size of this page as a width should be, if this page become less than 800 pixel. After that, we can select open the set. We have got nav links right here, and we are going to design this one. Just copy, and right here we can paste right here nav links, and I've got img. Open the set. Display should be none, and go ahead right here. Just we can copy and duplicate this one. You can see, and right here we can paste, and now we can design nav bar. We have got the nav bar right here. We just change this nav bar. Come back to the HTML file. We have got nav bar. We're going to design this one and change its size scale for. We can write down nav links, and display should be as image. Display should be not for this one. So now we can run the program. We can see the change. Run the program. We can see this one. It's kinds of change. We have created this such a website page. This is responsive. It will be changed to it's a nav bar. We have created this nav bar, and now we should go ahead inside the HTML file and design it by JavaScript. Right here we can write down script. We have got a script, and right here we inside this script for the element. This script element we can write down. We have got var show open equal document. We can write down document dot get element by id, and then open the bracket, and we can just copy this nav links right here. We have got nav links, and we can copy this one and paste inside the bracket. Right here you can see this one, this one, and then we can write down function. This function show menu. I've got show menu right here. We have got show menu, and select this show menu should we open the bracket, after that open the set, right here show dot, excuse me for this one, show dot style dot right is equal to 0, and then we can copy this one right here. We can paste, we've got we just change this show to close menu. I've got show menu and close menu right here. We've got this show menu and close menu right here, like this one. We can select its size around -200 pixel, and then we can close the set. So if we run the program, we can see the change. If we change its size, the page size, so we have got at media max weight should be, we can just change max weight and open the set, and then we can write down. I've got dot just nabblings right here. So we can copy this one and can write down nabblings, open the set. So we can select its height space, its height size. We can select its size should be around this pixel, and width size should be 200 pixel. And we can select its background color. Background should be RGB. So background should be this color, and top space should be 0. Right space should be 200 pixel, and position should be the absolute. Text align should be the left of this page, and Z index you can select this around 2. And transition, we can select transition should be 0.5 second for this one. So now we can go ahead, we can write down dot. We have got nabblings, we can paste the nabblings, and we have got UL a tag element, and now we can just select a display should be this block, and can go ahead. Got nabblings, paste the nabblings, excuse me for this one. We can write on nabblings dot btn. You just can copy this btn. We have got this btn. We can format this one, come to the CS file, and paste open the set. So for this one, float should be around right of this page, and then we can select this margin space from the left, should be 25 pixel for this one, and then we can select a margin from the top. We can select around 10 pixel for this one. So now we go ahead and refresh the page. We can see the change what we have designed for this one. We have designed this such a menu bar. This is responsive. If we make large this page, it change to this such a page, and if we make small this page, it would be changed to this nav menu bar. And this responsive, we just design it by CS file, JavaScript and HTML file. The menu bar, if we make large this page, we have got such this menu bar, sign up. If we make this page small, we can select this one, this icon, this small menu bar would be shown inside our page. Hi dear, welcome to the next part, the second part, that section we're going to make a vertical bar as inside it, so we can place social icons and set icons, and we can make notifications page will be shown as a small sheet inside our website page, and then we can make a pagination page for our page. So let's get started now. We can write down right here dot vertical hyphen bar, so we can add another div inside this div by the search icon like this one, and inside this div we can add img. Inside this folder we have got this png files as icons. We can add right here, and we can select this height size and width size. Just write down height should be 35 pixel per 35 pixel as a width size of this one. So we can go ahead and add another img file inside this from this folder. When image folder we have got a search this png file icons actually for this one, and we can select its size no matter it is perfect, and we can go ahead right here. We can add social icons such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and Telegram as well, like this, and we can add img file like this one. Inside this folder we have got this for example Telegram as png format, and we can select this size and copy this one and can paste right here as we're going to select as a font as high size and width size. So now we can duplicate this one, make another icons as png format. We can add for our, for example, YouTube page, and the second one we can add for example Instagram icons right here, and we can add other icons by the name, for example Twitter or Telegram or Facebook, no matter which one we're gonna to add right here. So we have got these social icons, and we can go ahead inside the CS file and can format its for example this is font size and color, and white font size and voice as well. And right here we can add title right here. Inside this tag element we can add h4 element, and we can write them, for example, a title inside for example about online for example online box, and we can duplicate and can add another title. We can change this title to, for example, around 50% off. We have got this one is off and discount, and we can add So right here we have got the vertical bar, and we can copy this one and can paste here, define the set, and then we can select its height size as 100%. For this one we can select this one, and then we can select its background color. For this one we can write down background, we can select this number, set the color of this background color, and we can select this top space around 0, we can select as 0, and right space we can select 0 as well, and then we can select position. Its position should be absolute. For this one we have got absolute, and we can change it to absolute. We have got relative, we can select as absolute for, and can go ahead, and now we have got this vertical. We can paste this one, and we can write down img. We can design image as a border. We can change its border radius from rectangle to circle. For this one we have got this border, and we can select around 50% to change from rectangle to circle. And now we have got the search icon. We have got inside the HTML file. We can select this search icon. We can copy this one and go ahead inside the HTML file. We just choose its height size and width size. The first one should be 50%, and the second one, the width size of this one, we can select at around 80 pixel for this one. So go ahead, and we can write down search icon. We can copy this one, and then we can write down img. We have got img search icon open the set, and then we can select its margin space from the left. For example, should be around 45 pixel, and we can select this one. Display should be black, and then we can select its color should be this color. We can write down, for example, this color number. If it's the code of this color, we can select for this one, and we can select its font size. The font size should be around 30 pixel, and then we can select cursor should be bright. So take a look right here. We have got social icons. Social icons, we just copy this one from HTML file, and then right here we can write down dot search icons img. We have got img search social icons img, and social icons we have got select its height size should be around 65 pixel percent. Excuse me for this one. And we can select it. The width size should be around 92 pixel, and we can select its background color should be this color as yellow. You can select another color. What kinds of color do you want to select for this one? And you can select its text align. Text align should be the center of the page, and padding space from the left and from the right. You can select which one. Around 27% you can select its space from the right, for example. And the bottom space, you can select its bottom space should be 0. You can select it's 0, and position should be, for position should be select you can select absolute. The whole at the whole of the page should be shown in the result page. So we can go ahead. We have got social icons. We can write down and paste social. Got img, and we can select its margin space from the left should be 15 pixel, and from the right should be around 23 pixel, and then we can select padding space. At the first we can select the display should be black, and then we can choose its padding space from the right around 8 pixel, and border radius we can select it border radius. We just change its circle, its form from rectangle to a circle. We just use this one for that purpose, and cursor should be pointer, and right here we can select cursor should be pointer. You can see right here we have got e tag element and h4 element. We can design both of them just by css file. For this one we can write right here dot social icons at the first e tag element and h4 element. Open the set and then select color should be this color, this number we can select 47 00CB, gives me for this one BC, and then we can select it's a font style should be bold. We can select bold, and then we can select the font size should be around 22 pixel. So if we refresh the page, we can see the change. Open the this one. I've designed this one. This notification, this social icons, this vertical bar at the right of this page. It's changeable. If we make small the page, you can see, for example, if we click right here, you can see we have designed this vertical bar. We have got the social icons right inside here. This shirt, we have designed these social icons, and we have designed these titles as online box and around 80% discount. For creating, for making a pagination page, we just can write for example right here can write down dot pagination, and then inside this div pagination we can make a button. First we should make a button element, and right here inside this div element we can write a class should be btn. We have got btn1 is attribute, and then we can select on click should be back btn, and then open and close the bracket. Right here we inside this button element we can add ing element. So we'll talk about this button and then X, and right now we can add UL element. Inside the UL element we have got the list li element. Inside this li element we are going to make a number for our page. We have got many, for example, for around 4 or 5 pages. We just give number for our page. At the first we can write down, for example, right here it's the first page. We can give number 1. Right here we can write down, for example, class should be link active. The first page should be active, and then we can select its value. The value should be, for example, number 1, and then we can go to, for example, on click should be active links. So open the bracket and close the bracket, and we can duplicate this one. For example, around 6 page we have got can duplicate and right here we just select this one. For example, we can delete this one, this active from other for example page. We can delete this one, and we can give, for example, the second page we can copy number 2, the third one we can give number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6, and number 6, number 1, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, and page 6. So look at here, and we've got the button. On click should be back button right here. We can write, for example, previous. If we're going to come back to the previous page, we can write, for example, previous page. Inside the img element, we can write, for example, image folder. From this folder, from inside this folder, we can add the icons as arrow. Icons, for example, we have got the arrow as PNG format. So we can copy this button right here. Just UL element, under this UL element, we can paste. We can call, for example, button 2. Right here, for example, we can write down back button, and write down next button, and we can write down, for example, to change to the next page. We're going to go to the next page. We just can change it to the next page. So we should go ahead inside the CSS file and design its format by CSS file. Right here we can write down, for example, we have got dot pagination. We should copy pagination and come back to CSS file, open the set. So one thing I forgot from banner total. Right here we can write down, for example, banner total h1 element. We can write down, for example, margin from the bottom should be around 30 pixel, and right here we have got banner total. We can copy this one. We have got the span element. We can paste here, and we have got the span element. Open the set. Can do the, for example, span element should color should be as a blue color. We can select this color for our span. If we run the page, we can see this span element right here. So display should be flex, and then select as align item should be center, and then can select background should be this number, this color. You can select and the color should be, so padding space 10 pixel and 40 pixel, and then you can select border radius should be 6 pixel for this. So we have got UL element. Open the set. Margin space should be 20 pixel and 30 pixel. Right here we have got UL li. Open the set, and then you can select display should be end line block, and then select margin space should be 0 and 10 pixel. Width size and height size should be this pixel, and border radius should select around 50% to change to the circle, and text align should be center, and then we can select its font size. We can select its font size around 22 pixel for this page, and line height. Line height we can select. Line height should be 45 pixel. We can change it which pixel we want, and we can select its cursor should be around pointer, and we can select background position, background position, background position. We can select background position should be -45 pixel, and then we can select transition. We can select a transition background position -position, and then we can select background position we can select this one. So we have got the active page right here. You can just copy this attribute and come back to its file. First we can load on ul live dot active. Just open the set. We can select its color. You can select its color, this white color, and background image. We can select background image. We can just select the liner gradient, and then we can select this color and background. Repeat. We can write and repeat. Take a look inside the HTML file. We have got this btn. We have got btn1 and btn2. You just copy this one and come back to CS file and write down, for example, pattern1 comma dot btn2. Open the set. Right now, display. You can select inline block. We've got line block, and we can select this one. Align on tab should be center. You can select center for this one and go ahead with and select the font size. We can say font size this pixel, and then we can select font weight. We have got font weight around 500, and color. We just can choose this color. For example, number 383838. This color. And background, we can select for example, background should be transparent, and then can select outline should be none, and border should be none, and cursor, we can select cursor. For example, cursor should be pointer. We can select pointer. We can copy this btn1 from here, and right here we can copy this. We can paste btn1 img. Open the set. We can select its width size should be 24 pixel, and then we can select its margin from the right. From the right, we can select around 15 pixel, and then we can select its border radius. Border radius should be around 50%. To change to from rectangle to circle, and then right here I've got dot btn2. We can write down, for example, btn2 img. Right now we can design image of this btn2. We can select its width size. Its size should be 24 pixel as the last one, and margin from the right. We can select, for example, from the right. We can select around 50 pixel, and border radius we can select around 50%, and go ahead. We can write down, for example, btn1. We have got the btn1 img. Open the set right here we can select its width size around 24 pixel, and then we can select margin from the left. The last one was about the right margin space from the right, and this one is about the left space. We can write it, for example, left. We can select around 15 pixel. It should be space from the left, and we can select transfer. We can select rotate around 180 degree from the left. So if we refresh the page, we can see the change. We have made this presentation page, the first page, the second page, fourth page, 5 and 6 page, the previous page, and the next page. So it does need to JavaScript. We should go ahead inside, come back to the HTML file and design it by JavaScript. Right here we have got JavaScript. We can write down, for example, here script inside this element, script element. We can write down, for example, let a link equal to document dot get element by class name, open the bracket. So we have got the link right here. You can see these links. We should copy this link and we can paste right here inside the bracket, and then we can select for example, let current value equal to number 1. So go ahead right here. We can write a function active link. We have got active right here, active link right here. We can write them, for example, active link right. We have got this active link right here, and we can write them, for example, active link. Open the bracket, and then open the set right here for open the bracket L of link, and then open the set L dot class list dot remove, open the bracket. We have got active, can write down active. We have got here, and can copy and paste inside the bracket, and then write down current value is equal event dot remove, open the bracket. Inside the double quotation we can write, for example, active, and then so apologize for this mistake. We can write an event dot target, and then write an dot value. So right here under this we can write, for example, function we have got back btn right here. We have next btn and back btn. You can copy this back btn from here and come back to we can paste the back btn, open the bracket, and then open the set. If open the bracket, current value is larger than 1, then open the set l dot class list dot remove, open the set like this one. So we have got this active and right here we can write down, for example, current value like this one, and write down link, open the cell, and write down current value -1, and then dot class list dot add, open the bracket, can write down active right here. Right now we can copy this one function back btn and paste under this right here. We just change next btn, if this current value be less than number, for example less than number 6, can delete this one. Dot value, current value should be and we can change to positive. This number should be less than 6, positive 1, active, larger than 1. So we can refresh the page and we can see the change. So have a look right here at the script section. We've got the links equal to document.get element by class name link, and like this one, next button, back btn, and we can design this next btn distance number 6, this one. So if we refresh the page, we can see the change. We've created and designed this pagination for our website page. You can see if you want to go to the next page, just click on the next. If you want to come back to the previous page, you can click on the previous button. You will be come back to the previous page. This is the way and the method of how to make a pagination for your. Hi guys, welcome to part 3. At this section, we're going to make a campus for our website page. For doing and creating such a campus, you should write down right here and under the development inside the hero page. We just can write, for example, campus inside this. So it's just possible to make and just possible to do this and create this campus just by section element. So at the first we should delete this one and write down, for example, section element. Right inside here we can write down, for example, class is equal should be campus. So inside this section element, we just can add title. It's just possible to by each one element. We can write, for example, our global campus. So we can add another title. It's just possible for p tag element. We can add a p tag element. We can add, for example, there. We just want from people to learn more about our campus, about universal, for example, like this one. So right here we can add another element. We are going to make a div. It's just to make a row, for example, row div element that should be equal to row. Inside this element we can write another campus, for example, a campus column 1. We can write, for example, campus hyphen column 1. And inside this element we can add an image, just possible img element, image folder. From this folder we can add, for example, temp .jpg. So we can delete this also. We do not need to for this one, and we can go ahead. Right here we can add a layer. We can add, for example, layer. Inside the layer we can add title. For example, we are going to make a title. It's just possible to add this tag element. We can add a number, and inside this right here, for example, we can make another title by, for example, history element. You can write here, for example, about writing, for example, Australia. It's a country. This one, and can go ahead and make another folder, make another title, for example, the second layer. We're going to make we can copy this one, for example, and we can make another campus for, so we can write down, for example, div element. So we can copy this one as well. For example, we can copy this one, this column, and we can paste right here. The second one we've got, for example, this time we can add another image, for example, temp, name this png format. The second layer, another layer, we can write, for example, developed country. We can write, for example, developed country. We can write down, for example, country, like this one. So we can add the second element right here. We can just paste the second layer. We can change it's the second campus, so we can add another file, for example, the image by the name of thumbnail, thumbnails number 18. This one. So we can change this title. For example, we can write down, for example, this country is, for example, Canada. So we should go ahead inside the CS file and design and format this So we have got campus. We can design it. The width should be at 80%. Margin space should be auto. Text align with the center and padding from the top. We can select its space around 50 pixel. And right now we can write down, for example, dot. We have got a campus column one. We can copy this one from HTML file and paste right here. Open the set, and then we can select flex. Flex pieces should be around 32%. Border radius we can select around 10 pixel, and margin from the bottom we can select 30 pixel, and then we can select its position. We can select as relative, and overflow should be hidden. So go ahead and we can paste the campus hyphen column img. Open the set. We can select its width size, and the web page should be 100%, and then we can select its display should be black. So right here, take a look. We have got a row element inside HTML file right here. We have got this one. We can copy and come back to the CSS file, and we can open the set, and this one we can select as margin from the top space. We can select around 2%, and then we can select display. Display should flex. Should be flex, and justify content should be space between. So right here inside the HTML file we have got layer. We can design this one. We can copy it at first, come back to the CSS, then copy right down layer, open the set, and then select its width size should be 100%, and then select font width. Its font width should be 500, and then we can select its color. Its color we can select this color, white color, and font size we can select around 26 pixel, and we can select this bottom space. Can select 0, and then left space we can select around 50%, and then we can select transfer. We've got transform, translate as x hyphen 50%, and then we can select its position. We can select absolute. Excuse me for this mistake. Top should be 0, left should be 0, transition should be 0.5 second, and we can write down layers. We have got h3 element, and then open the set. We can select the width size around this 100%, and we can then select as font width 500 as well, and we can select its color. We can select this color, white color, and then the font size 26 pixel, and then we can select bottom space, we can select 0, and then left space should be around 50%, and then transfer, we've got transfer, translate from X vector, we can select around -50%, and right now we can select its position should be absolute, and can go ahead. I've got dot layer, go to hover and open the set. Right here, open the set. Before the set, we have got each tree element, and we can select as a bottom space should be 49%, and opacity, we can select opacity, this opacity 1, and we have got the dot layer hover, open the set. We can select its background color should be RGBA, open the set, 226, this color 0.7. we can select this color as a background of this layer over. So if we refresh the page, we can see the change that we have designed for our web page. You can see is our global campus. You can see we designed this just by CSS file and HTML file. Hello friends, welcome back to at the part 4. We can make thumbnails, and we can make a box, and then we can add a video, and we can make a cover image right here. So we can right here we can write down dot thumbnail. At the first we're going to make thumbnails for our this one, our picture. Right here inside this, if we can add a box, for example, this element for the total box, and inside this element we can just write an tag element. Text element, it's right here. We can add some video links right here, for example http www. For example YouTube is the link of video. We just copy it from YouTube page, for example this one, and right here this one. So right here we can add an img, so equal image. Inside this image we can add this image, for example the first one, we can select this one, for example this one, and then we can add an inner like this one. So inside this div we can add this element such as ht element, and then we can make a paragraph. We can write on tag element right here. So we can make a title for this video, and then we can scrub out inside this p-tag element. So we can go ahead and write here we can write down e-tag element. So href is the, for example, this link. We can copy this one right here and we can paste right here, and then we can write down plus is equal. So this one we can write down button style 3 as button. Like this one, class should be button, and I've installed with and pop rocks on YouTube at 100 per 800, and we can write on watcher right here. So we can write here, we can make a title for this one. So right here we can write the title of this video box. We can write, for example, how to create for example Google Map API, and right here you can write an p-tag element. You can scrub out this how to create it, for example this one, how to just scrub this this Google map right here, to design Google, how to design, for example, design Google map API just by, for example, React and Node, for example, or Django, for example. So we can copy this box and we can paste make for example another video box for our website page. We just copy and right here under this tip we can paste for example, we can change and we can add its URL. We can add any other video, for example, we can add its link right here. We can make its cover photo, and we can change it. We can change its, for example, title. We can scrub out right here, and for this one and so on and so on. Like this one, the first one, for example, how to create mobile app, and is the video of this, is the link of this video. And the second one, how to create design for how to create your website page, and the third one, for example, Google Map, and the fourth one, how to design Facebook account, and we can add its cover photo, and you can add its video link right here, and we can make a box as another box. It's just possible with this box. I can put a box and in our element. We can add its title right here, for example, we can this one, and we can scrub out this one. If we run the if we run the program, we can see at the first we should go to the install the CSS, and we can design and format these codes just by CSS file. So inside the CSS file we done this one before this. You can see we have got the box total, and we have got the terminals element. We can just discover this one. So for example, terminals.box, we have got the box. We can select this margin and width is size, for example, terminals.box. So right here we can select this width size. Right here we have got the screen, for example, media screen, and marks width. We can select at this size. Terminal box should be this size. For example, dot box we have got right here. We can design these codes. You can see this one right here. For example, dot box image fit. We can remember this space should be 0. For example, image box the img, but border just we can select this pixel. Box in, we can design this one. For example, this box, this hashtag, HTML body, div, can just change its size and its color. You can see, for example, it's the background color, the paragraph is the full color. For example, this paragraph, we can select this color. For example, each three element, we can select its color. Right here, box model, we have got this before and after. Changing its size, so we can select and we can change its border. For example, box. We have got this image here. We can select border. This should be 4 pixel, and display should be this pixel. Max width should be 40%, and we can select, for example, image dot left. We have got flash should be left for padding space, toggle space. This one. Image right, we have got image field. We can select display should be locked, margin space deep should be one, and button, we have got this button. We can design this one, for example, right here. This code, we can select this color, background color. If we see that, if we refresh the page, we can see, for example, there's a button. Just select this color as background color, this one, and we can change its color, its font color. We can, for example, change it. For example, height should be this, and line height should be this one, and padding space should be this one. For example, background color with this color, padding space from the left. You can select this band. You can see is the font color, white color, is the background color. For example, as inside the box, we can select and we can change the background to this color. For box, we have got right here for box, the type for box, so we can design it just processes. For example, we can select a background color, this background content box, for example, this one, this color, box shadow, we can select this color, and for example, we can see at media screen at max weight, this for example 736 pixel per box. Padding space should be 0. Now after cruiser, for example, per box, we can say display should be none, not important for this one. You can see we have got right here per box, the type of box, and trucks pop-up, so we can select its padding space, and we can select this font color, just a white color, weight and height should be 2 em, and line height should be this one. So if we refresh the page, you can see this change is the video box. We have created a CSS file and HTML file. So you can make another box, video box for your website page. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.